Like, that's a really bad peek for the angle. If you want to swing that and you don't know how to aim for it, you can ping it. You got smart pings. They're free wall hacks. Right? If you just ping up here, bam. They're free wall hacks. Right? You know exactly where she is. Ping her. Aim a head height on that and pre-fire it. Right? If you enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join my official Discord over at discord.gg/woohoojin. Here you can enter free raffles to win free VOD review live on stream. You can also support me with a premium membership, which unlocks access to private VCT restreams, professional player analysis, shared professional strategy channels, and much more. Enjoy the video. All right, offense on initiator. Let's see the comms, man. Let's see them.
An eye towards side. You want to take your
Crickets.
dog into U-Haul?
Oh, it's lit. Eyeing sight, dogging U-Haul. Down. I hate this formation. This formation sucks. You've all been there, right? No showers control. You go to plant the bomb, they peek you showers, you cry.
One back truck. Might go back.
Yeah, careful the way we're holding, right? So this is important. You have to be perfectionist. Wanting to fight the flanker, totally valid. There's ways we can do that. However, holding this and jiggling with it exposed the whole time against a chamber is putting unnecessary risk of life on the table. This chamber peaks us with Headhunter. I'd say it's a 50-50, especially in higher elo. The higher up we get, the more odds I'm giving that chamber and the less odds I'm giving you. And I think we can do better. I think even just coming up this close like this and doing this increases our odds. Do you disagree or do you agree? And now let's look at the mini map. You're going to go, but Woohoojin, that exposes me to heaven. And I go, oh, you're right. It does. So you know what you do? You got so many teammates. You ask one of them, Jack, you get my heaven? Oh, you get my heaven? And then if they're like, nah. For whatever reason, and you're like stuck here, then okay, play it like tighter, you know, or maybe jiggle every now and then, but don't stay out. We have to try and min-max every type of engagement we find. So I'm not saying play passive. I'm not saying don't take the engagement. I'm saying find a better way to take the engagement. Okay. Dude, I swear the enemy team force, no, right? No, they've got full buy. Nobody likes to bonus below. I swear I don't see people bonusing if you're not like a mortal. This is crazy. You've saved 3 guns.
I can drop you a Vandal.
We should not be dropping. 3 guns is more than enough. And an AR. All you do is, if you're really greedy, like if we're playing coordinated, you give that Vandal a jet. You let her peek like be long. You trade her. Take the gun. But we're not. This is solo queue. We keep that Vandal. All we're going to do is just peek these aggressive fights ourselves. Hunt for the first fight. We die. Our teammate gets the Vandal. You know? No big deal. Because it's a free round. It's free. The moment we invest money into this round is bad. It's bad.
Probably just saving.
He's already pushing it.
Yeah, you got a little. You're on the tube here. Bombs ticking. 5v2. This is perfect. Chill.
Probably just
Don't do this.
saving.
He's already pushing you, Jet. Last is also there. Ah, it's good.
Good round. Good round.
TP down.
TP. But KD dog close again.
She's like close.
I'll do it for size. One elbow.
By the way, this is why that chamber advice I give to you guys to TP back into the same place is so OP. If you had both your TPs long here after that, look at this.
TP. But KD dog close again.
Heckin' double kill. Double kill right here. Yeah, we're not really running into any resistance.
Oh man, can I?
This one's looking a bit too stompy. Like our teammates on entry are just winning every fight so far.
Should I just dog?
Nice. Elbow right there.
He's elbow. He's a straight close.
Side.
He's a straight close.
Yeah, here we rushed this. We should see our Omen is ulting, so we don't have to fight this jet right away. Once they get ops, you start falling apart. Yeah, that's pretty normal on this map.
Where are you?
Something low.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Defense is where everyone is always inefficient. So you throw this eye.
Where are you?
You could take the orb a bit faster. You're a bit slow. You pulled out your gun for a frame. That's slow. It's a speed running game, remember. Valorant, speed running. So watch. Nothing? What's that delay for?
Something low.
Why do we have our gun out? Okay.
Jet's in.
Hey, look at this. We just jump spotted it twice. Slow. It's 122 now. Let's see. When did we throw our eye?
Where
Okay, so you went to throw it right at the start using some lineup. You're a bit slow in the lineup. So let me. Only defense is a speedrunning game. No, sometimes on offense as well, but it's way less palpable. Defense, you get a lot more value out of min-maxing the speed of your decisions. I don't know the lineup. Not there. And I can run out a bit early there. Because if they happen to shoot the eye, I can air strafe. 122. That's this line. Back to your VOD. There I am. Whoosh. I'm like, heckin', how many meters is that? A lot of meters.
There.
Damn, I'm 15 meters ahead of you. Yeah, on bind against an A rush, we should have had an anchor. Almost certainly. On bind. The problem is both initiators are on B. Both of these initiators have watched like VODs or whatever, and they know, oh, initiators recon B long. But like, it's both of us. What are we both doing here? One of us should be on A. And then, you know, Raze or Omen be B with us, willing to play flank / anchor.
Spike
You
shower.
lucky dog.
Spike down A.
No more showers. She has spike.
I don't know if you can tell, but this Killjoy peeking you was not expecting you, which is why she's slow. You're so dead to that guy in higher elo. She shift peeked you, man. She peeked you like this. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna peek you like this, and they're gonna be ready for you, and they're gonna shoot you, and you're gonna be in a lot of trouble if you're playing this defaulty angle holding. Normally, what I see here is you're gonna jump spot, you see them, and you try to be the one swinging them. You don't want to be holding out here on such a normal angle. Crosshair placement here can use a lot of work.
30 seconds left. So
Let's
much
go.
recon.
Watch how we scale into U-Haul. So they got that pick short right here, right? That guy can be walking in and look at our fast body, maybe even the leg. Look at this. If he was here.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, what is this? So this is a big disconnect here. Our chain is looking to contest this space, and then we just go into no man's land, right? Anything over here is worthless space because our outermost agents are contesting out. Yeah, that was a suck and nade to the TP. So we should be going with Raze here, yeah? So you're doing nothing. And there we would have traded, won the
I'm just
round.
gonna chill.
I can't tell if this is needs specific directed practice, or if this is your brain isn't operating at a hundo. For example, if I'm like flanking out A, I'm either knife out, or if I'm peeking, I'm peeking, and I'm not gonna W with my gun out like this. I'm gonna keep peeking with A and D, right? You don't want to walk forward with a gun, but I think you know that. It's all these tiny things, like our crosshair's a little off. We exposed ourselves to this threat with our dog out. Yeah, it's looking to me less like a lack of skill and more like a lack of focus. Like you're not really focused up, trying your hardest to win the game, if that makes sense. It's not quite autopilot, it's like 90%. Like you're still calming, you're trying to set strats, but you're just not like incredibly disciplined.
Dog out backside here.
Bring them down. Spike planted. Last player.
Yeah, or like here.
Spike planted.
Pew, pew, pew. That's a judge. You're in a smoke. You're close to them. You're telling me that if I gave you a minute to think, you wouldn't decide that backing up away from this smoke is probably the right call for now? Like, I don't think that, like if JPC did this, I'd be like, oh, JPC, you gotta be more aware. She had a judge. You can expect this. But I feel like you did expect this kind of. You just didn't act on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, I think we do have the awareness of the surroundings. We just don't have the intensity to milk as much value out of every round as possible. You know what I'm saying? So like here, you should have backed away from that judge. If they got heaven. Either A, save your vandals if you're not super try hard. Or B, look for fights that are more realistically winnable for your gun, like a 50-50. Holding in a smoke against a judge, that's not a 50-50. That's worse. It really is like, when given multiple options, we're happy to go with good enough. Is what I'm seeing.
On you. Jet you.
Yeah, like even these clears,
Push out.
they're not bad, right?
I'm dogging.
But especially like this peak is a bit lazy or already exposed. This peak is really lazy. You Uber drive it. So an Uber peak is when you're moving your mouse in like this type of circular motion as you round the corner. I'm exaggerating. Okay. But like instead of aiming for the angle, you like peeked here and Ubered it a bit. So first you like exposed that and then peeked like this. And then you like Ubered this last one. And you go throw the eye while you're exposed to that. Like, why didn't we back up?
I'll find you.
So it should have been, you know, peek, back away from this corner, peek, prepare, peek, eye. Right? It's all the tiny details. You're doing everything just slightly worse than a higher elo player would do it, you know? Now watch me do it. Let's pretend we are sus of that angle.
I'll find you.
Whatever, I'm not a Fade player. Yeah, like I feel like if I just told you before you played this game to convince me that like you care about every single round, every single peak, then you would have played this game way better. I don't think it's anything that requires, you know, learning on your part. I think it's more effort. I think I'm just seeing not complete effort put into the VOD. Are you supposed to clear angles looking at corners of the wall?
Drop right.
Okay, wait, I got you. I understand why you're confused. So when you're further from a corner, like this one, and there might be some guy holding you here, like close to the corner, you can peek these slowly because you have angle advantage on them. Better example, maybe you think they're holding heaven. You're really far from this angle. You can really peek this slowly, right? The opposite is true when the angle is like roughly equidistant. So like, let's say we're going to peek this guy. That guy's further from the angle than us.
There.
19 meters, right? He's, bam, 13 meters from the corner. We are 6 meters. You don't slowly round this corner, right? You don't quickly round it with this uber peek either. It's worse than just pre-aim and come out. And, well, he understands he has to swing. He just didn't understand the technique in the swing and when it differs.
Wait, Raze, I'm gonna flash this. You wanna push this?
Wait, one's up short.
Yeah. Didn't you know there's one here because it did the zoom sound?
Wait, Raze, I'm gonna flash this. You wanna push this?
And like, look at our crosshair, man. I don't think this is because you don't know how to aim at head height. I think it's because you're not try-harding. Either because you think it's cringe or just because you're not in that mind state. I don't know which it is. But I don't think this is like a you need to practice aiming at head height thing. I think this is a you need to practice treating the game more seriously thing.
One's up short.
You know what I'm saying? I have coached students like this before. It's called like cool guy syndrome. I don't know, like they watch a lot of Zoms or Sinatra. Like, you know, these players, you know, they shrug off mistakes. They don't care. And you know, they just play a bit lazy and you tell them, you're like, why are you doing that? Like, oh, whatever, man. And I don't think that's stove, but these people do exist. You know them. And the lower rated players with this thing are like the worst. They're the worst to coach. Should I grind to reach Radiant? No, I highly recommend most people, you hit Immortal, you beat the game, man. Join a team if you want to have fun with competitive environments, you know, play some tournaments. Grinding for Radiant is, so it took me, you know, 4 acts to get to Immortal from a silver, right? 85 hours, 71 hours, 65 hours, 55 hours. Now look at, it's even longer, more hours. It is so much time to go from Immortal to Radiant, and you're marginally better at the game. Like, you're basically just more consistent. I genuinely think you hit Immortals, stop. Don't try to go further unless you have a desire to go pro. You have a desire to make content. You have a desire to coach. Like something where there's a reason you want to get to Radiant, or there's a team at your college or something, right? Unless you have a really good reason other than I want to do it, don't do it. Don't do it. Didn't you say Immortals were predictable? Yeah, it's a bunch of like minor things. And it's really, 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 really hard to fix. It's a ton of effort. Like when I'm coaching people into Radiant from Immortal, I generally make them play like 5 games a day. If you want to get Radiant just because you like playing the game, you will stop enjoying the game, most likely. Once you hit Immortal, you start doing Iron to Immortal series. No, join a team. Scrim. Duo with your friends. Enjoy ranked. Enjoy like the thrill of competition, not the thrill of ranking up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the vibe. I hope that was educational, and I hope you rank up. Difficult to pinpoint anything. Yeah, I mean, there's things I can point out that we could improve on, but a lot of the things that I really want to fix are these things that you already know. Like, I'd be like, oh, you should have jumped horizontally there. And I feel like you go, yeah, I know.